Hello, and welcome to another mini episode of the Unconventional Business Podcast. Thank you so much for being here. I want to talk to you today about overwhelm. Classic. Too many things to do, too many thoughts, too many tasks, too many open loops of things you haven't done yet. That classic feeling of there's just so much to do, there aren't enough minutes in the day. There are too many demands on my time, my energy, my emotions, my cognitive capacity. Help. We've all been there, right? We all get there regularly. It's definitely very common for ADHDers and neurodivergent folks for whom executive function can be a challenge. And I want to talk about this concept of sizing up your diary. So this has come from a realization I had probably over the last year. Why do I dress for the male gaze? Oh, because I've been conditioned to, and that is still the messaging out there, like the clothes that you wear should be flattering to your shape and should make you look smaller. That's the message we get. And so I've been through a process of sizing up my wardrobe so that it's more comfortable. I have more room. I do not have a muffin top appearing over the top of my trousers, making me feel rubbish about myself and literally digging into my body, making me physically uncomfortable. And guess what? Yeah, I'm much more comfortable. I'm much more relaxed. I enjoy wearing my clothes more. It's been a bit of a revelation. And I thought it has an application here as well with our diary. Why do we all believe that we need to jam pack our diary full of as many things as possible? Like, if there's any gaps, if there are any spare moments, they must be filled with things. And for me, when I reflect on this, it's definitely that kind of relentless message about productivity. Everyone's got their own flavour of that, depending on like your childhood experiences, whether you have a diagnosis or not, when you got that, trauma, your school experiences, home life, work life. We've all got our own cocktail of things that play into that. But so many of the ADHD business owners I work with have this internal voice that just relentlessly tells them to do more. Oh, there's half an hour in your diary there. That means you can do X, Y, Z. Well, you can't possibly block out a whole afternoon to do nothing. I talk to so many people about rest and how hard it can be to rest, how hard it can be to just let ourselves do nothing. And also all the different types of rest. Maybe rest for you is going for a walk. It doesn't have to be sitting and doing nothing. Maybe it's doing some cross stitch. Maybe it's going to an art gallery, journaling, having a long conversation with a friend on the phone. Anything can be restful, but there's this sort of constant argument out there about rest versus productivity. If I'm really productive today, then I'll rest, And I challenge people to look at it the other way around, because productivity is defined by the ratio of output to input, right? So you are more productive if for the inputs you put in, you get more output. But that means that you don't get productivity without rest. It does not exist. You need the inputs. And it's so easy to forget that in today's fast-paced, frictionless world where I can think, oh, I need more floss sticks, and order them from Amazon and they arrive in an hour. I challenge you watching this to think about this, right? To think, how can I slow down? And one really great way to do that is to size up your diary, and it is to make it more roomy and comfortable and have gaps in it. Schedule your coffee breaks, put them in your diary, schedule your lunch break. Schedule when you're going to down tools. Think about how many random afternoons off or mornings off you need. Not just weeks off or, long weekends or big long breaks, but the little mini breaks. Can you make yourself a cup of tea, watch the kettle boil, and just stand and look out the window for 5 minutes? I challenge you to think about sizing your diary up so that you can slow down and remember that you are a human being, not a human doing. So that's my little thought for today. I hope it was helpful, and please get in touch if this resonates with you. I would love to know how you feel about rest versus productivity and the relationship between the two. And if you size up your diary, if you put some space, some capacity, if you decide after hearing this not to fill it, not to fill every single minute with stuff, I would love to leave you with that. And until next time, let's do business differently.